just hanging out on a Monday evening in Flying J in Houston because I didn't make it to my pickup today on time. I picked up the PJ, you guys, from the shop earlier this morning, and hopefully we got all the kinks worked out of it. I'm gonna take it from Houston over to Southern California, and I have a live load with me too. So I got one pick, one drop in Houston, and I've got the little teeny tiny, come here baby. That's Betty's new baby. That's my live load. So I'm bringing the puppy over to Betty in California, and I'll pick up my load tomorrow morning. Don't come to me. I don't want to talk to you. Stay in your seat. The little girl don't even know she's YouTube famous. Good morning, YouTube family. What's up? It's Natalie. It's Hotshot Adventures. You guys, I just crossed into New Mexico. The good Lord has turned on the earth fan for us. It is very, very windy. I'm taking it really slow. The speed limit is 75. I'm doing between like 60 and 65. Just one of those things. I got a very heavy load. It's pretty damn tall, and you know, I don't need to stress my truck out. It's not like I'm gonna get there today anyways. I'll show you guys this crazy beefy load. I've got light poles, some big light poles on the trailer. It's a pretty cool load. Ryan Transportation, love that broker. I think they do pretty well. I've always had good rates and an easy flow of communication. They're not harassers, you know, and I think they pay pretty nicely. But we're getting just a little light dusting of snow. It's 33 degrees. We're about 80 miles from Tucson. So I'm going to stop here at the TA in a couple exits, which is Wilcox. So yeah, to the sides of me, it looks like it just started, but it's probably going to continue a little bit. We hit some rain, and now we've got just a real light dusting of snow. It's definitely going to give Arizona a little bit of a blanket of snow, and finally we're through the wind. Oh my gosh, you guys, my MPG was down to 4.5 miles an hour through those high winds through Texas and New Mexico. Each of our loads brings challenges, right? Rick's load are commercial HVAC ducts, so they're very large. And they have, you know, done a little bit of shifting. They've, you know, busted through some straps. So he's had to play with some stuff, and he's, you know, we've had to mess around with his load a little bit. My load, you know, the framing has shifted a little bit. That's built around the pipe levels, and I've just kind of been watching things. So I've had a little bit of shifting, but nothing too crazy. Just a very heavy load. So I've been going very slow, slower than I normally would. So that is the update. We're gonna stop here, Wilcox Wine Country. No, thank you, but I will stop here for some diesel. I need some diesel. Convoy card has it at $3.72, so this is the cheapest. The closer we get to California, it just keeps getting more and more expensive. So we are gonna continue to fuel as we get closer to California, even though we don't necessarily need to, but our trucks are both sucking down the diesel pretty good because of the high winds and the tall loads. Both of our loads are fairly tall. The baby is doing fine. I've been calling her teeny tiny. Teeny tiny, teeny tiny. Isn't she adorable? She had her breakfast. She had her water. She's full of spit and vinegar. Getting into trouble. Let me show you this load before I start unloading this trailer, you guys. So 16,000 pounds. It's one pick, 2 drops. I've got them both. I'm going to do them both today. And it's light poles, I guess, like giant monster light poles, or maybe traffic light poles. I don't know, some kind of poles. And then all of the hardware. Each stop is going, I don't know, probably within 10 miles of the other. It's not far. And so pretty good. Other than the wind, actually this trailer, it's a heavy load. It's almost 16,000 pounds, you guys. But this PJ, which I just got from the shop on Monday, that was why I was late to this pickup. Yeah, this PJ handled this big heavy load really, really nicely. The air ride is finally keeping up. I don't have an air leak. I'm so happy. I don't have any more air leaks. I've damn near changed everything on this trailer, and I'm going to do a video on that for you guys. I know I've kind of talked about the PJ a little bit. It's got nothing to do with the name brand. It's all situational, but I'm going to share my experience and thoughts with you guys on this trailer. But anyways, it's held really nicely. It's a lot of weight over here, so the air ride, you know, when you start going over them really good big bumps, yeah, it bounces quite a bit. But with all of the wind, you know, that we hit through, man, West Texas, all of New Mexico, part of southern Arizona, with all of that wind, it really just sucked down the diesel on this one. So I spent $1,000. I spent $1,024 on diesel. Well, okay, I'll have some diesel left over, so that's what I've put into the tank. But you know, my tanks are full right now. So and a $3,500 bill for the load. So let's go get these off. It's a shit show, you guys. Aloha Freight. So all of this crap is going over to Hawaii. Don't know why I have to make 2 stops to 2 different Aloha Freights, but whatever. Don't care. So they're about to figure out how to get most of this off. These 4 red pipes are going to the second stop, and 1 box at the far side. So I'm just gonna keep unstrapping and wait for these guys to finish up. But it's just it's kind of a mess in here. It's a tight yard. It's Compton, you know. It's one of those things. But anyways, I'm gonna keep unstrapping. Last 4 pipes coming off, and the pallet. Let's the forklift guys over there. Let's take a look at the miles, you guys. Loaded miles. It was $3,600 bill. No, I'm sorry, $3,500 bill. No detention. Let's take a look. Sorry, not towing. Trip. Look at that. 8 miles to the gallon I was getting with that heavy load, and even without the wind. Heavy load, heavy trailer, 8 miles an hour, 8 miles a gallon. All right, there is your loaded miles, 1578 for 3,500. So over $2 a mile, but look at that diesel, 7.2 mile per gallon average. Oh well, it's done. It got me out to California. I've got direct customers out here to service, so it's good. It's a good deal, you guys. I will talk to you soon.